Welcome to my latest Warhammer Horus Heresy battle report. This time, the Imperial Fists and the World Eaters are descending into the Crucible of War. Crucible of War is the second mission in the main rulebook. There are 4 objectives down on this battle grid, and each of them is worth 2 points, but that number can go up or down depending on what type of unit is controlling it. And we're doing quarter deployment. We rolled in the book to see what we were doing. We're doing table quarters. And I'm rocking the World Eaters today because Alex SEO left his World Eaters here. He still hasn't picked them up. So while they're here, I'm going to keep playing with them. Maybe they live here now. And because I get to play with World Eaters, of course, I'm unleashing Khan. Who wouldn't want to unleash Khan? Against the Imperial Fist list with some unnamed commander, some nobody. He's brought along 6 Predators. He's brought along a lot of gun with him. And this battlefield, it's rather dense. The battle mat is from urbanmats.com. All this lovely modular scenery that you can see is called future-proof terrain. And it's from Snot Goblin Gaming. As for area terrain, it's all going to be difficult and it's all going to be light, these craters and things. Unless you're entirely on a ruin, then that will get you medium cover, but it won't block line of sight anywhere. Basically, true line of sight as far as the eye can see. And we welcome back Rick. Say hi, Rick.
Hi, Rick.
6 Predators, huh?
Yeah.
Why 6 Predators?
Because I have 6 Predators. I've recently bought 6 Predators and painted them all in one weekend, which I was quite impressed with.
So you got them and you want to use them.
Yeah.
And here's the Imperial Fists list. 3,000 points on the nose, plus 1 internet point to you, sir.
Thank you.
And there's something about Imperial Fists, the yellow, right? Makes them pop. Makes them look unique. They just stand out on the battlefield. Last time you turned up, you bought 1,000 infantry. This time, many tanks. What do Imperial Fists do again?
They get +1 ballistic skill when firing auto and bolt weapons.
Okay, so hitting on 2s with auto and bolt. As long as they fire more than X.
5, yeah. Roll more than 5 dice or more.
Right. So it's quite strong in this edition, hitting on 2s, because there's no re-rolls to anything. So getting pluses to hit, I think it's quite strong. And your advanced reaction is if I move in range of you, just shoot me.
Correct.
Probably with Predators. And what have you brought with you today?
So I've got 4 tactical squads, 4 rhinos, 4 havoc launchers.
Why havoc launchers?
Because stun is a thing.
Stun is a thing. Yeah. Stun 1, and it's long range, right, on havoc launchers. Yeah. So firing across the battlefield and trying to put stasises on stuff. Because if you put a stasis on a thing, you can't score an objective either. So it just stops people scoring. Okay, right, loads of tacticals.
Yes.
None of your Voxes in there? I see
Correct.
Voxes.
Yes.
Okay. And then down here, what's this lot?
So we have a veteran assault squad.
Veteran Assault Squad, right.
Which is the new kit, which is very nice.
Yes.
There's 5 pairs of lightning claws, 2 thunderhammers with combat shields, 3 fists with combat shields. The fist on the sergeants is a Soulrite power gauntlet.
Okay.
And they're being led by a librarian with telekinesis and biomancy.
Telekinesis and biomancy.
Yes.
What does telekinesis do?
Telekinesis is a 3-up shroud when they get shot or punched, I think. Might just be shot. I'll have to check.
Okay.
But that's because the veterans are only a 3-up save and they're quite expensive, so we don't want them to get shot off the table.
Yeah. But a 3-up save re-rollable to shooting attacks should make them quite resilient. And biomancy is increased strength and toughness when you go charging in, right? Makes them harder in close combat.
Yeah. I think these guys could maybe take out a Spartan on the charge.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, with +1 strength. And
+2 strength.
+2 strength. On the fit, yeah. They could. Okay. And then down in front of them?
2 regular command squads with the 2-up save and the better weapon skill and all that jazz.
Right.
Fists and shields on these guys, Soulrite on the Sarge. Hammers and shields on these guys, fist on the Sarge. And this guy has got Lightning Claw and a Legion Standard.
Okay, so is that your Praetor?
And that's the Praetor with the Paragon Blade.
Paragon Blade. Yes. Any prime slots anywhere?
He is the
Paragon of Battle.
Paragon of Battle, and we have a logistical benefit so that I could bring the elites.
Okay. And now let's talk about the Predators. There seems to be 3 different flavours in the backfield. What's going on here?
Okay, so we've got the kind of anti-infantry, anti-elite type Predator over here with 3 Iliastus assault cannons on it and a Predator auto cannon and Dozer Blade and searchlights, so no shrouding.
Okay. So, right. Iliastus assault cannons. There are assault cannons that breach and have many shots.
Yes.
And you've put the guys on the turrets as well.
Yes.
Okay, so that is a lot of anti-infantry firepower. I like it. The Melter variants?
Yeah, Melter guys with flamers for panic.
Okay.
Which is just good. I think you have to deal with these if you run them up, and they're only like 150 points.
Yeah, okay.
And then my backfield guns, all the las, and a hunter killer, because I had some
hunter
points.
Killers on there, nice. Yeah. And it looks like they've all got smoke and searchlights.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not shrouding any of these shots that come in. I like it. So a tank company being led by a Praetor with his boys helping him out.
Yeah.
Chunk of infantry jumping around the outside. We have the unstoppable force of the immovable object of the Imperial Fists meeting the unstoppable force, which is the World Eaters. Say that again?
So I see these as a rapid response force.
Right.
They get, jump packs in support of them. They just get told, there's people coming that way, leg out there, form a line. Because it's fully mechanized.
Okay, yeah. The tactical zooming in and the tanks in the backfield. And that rapid response force, the dash, has just happened. That happened in turn 0.
Mm-hmm.
And now the hammer's about to meet the road. That isn't the saying at all. And I've got 2,995 points of World Eaters. World Eaters get +1 attack when they go charging in there, and our advanced reaction is if you shoot me, you get Eternal Warrior 1, and I could charge you. You got to be within 6 though to actually make the charge, because you don't get a setup move. But +1 attack on the charge means they have a lot of attacks. The idea is we've got the Red Butchers going in one spot, and we've got all the Rampagers going in another spot and pushing up the table, backed up by the 2 Dreadnoughts. And then Khan with his command squad and some despoilers just roaming around doing all the scoring, all the dirty jobs, with some sabres in the backfield helping lay down some fire support. We've got Khan, he's got Gorchard, of course he does. This is after Armentura. He's running around with his command squad here. Absolutely. He's Eternal Warrior 1. The Red Butchers are also Eternal Warrior 1. And I'd love to, and I never bought a Centurion, which helped me unlock all the stuff. And I'd love to give this Centurion and put him in with the Red Butchers, but he's not a ravening madman, so he can't join the ravening madmen because they would eat him. So he's going to be joining one of the units of the spoilers in the backfield. And then these 2 guys here, they are chained together. They're chain bonded. So long as they stay in coherency with each other, they get +1 to hit. And they're going to be rocking around with all the Rampagers. You'll notice that I've just given all the Centurions, all the claws, all the times, just to maximise the number of hits. We don't worry about hammers and fists and things like that. We want to slice you up with as many attacks as we possibly can. The despoilers in the backfield, no upgrades except for the Banners of Shame, which gives them +1 combat resolution. They're Vexillus. They'll help them not break. Otherwise, their names will be eternally written on the Banners of Shame. Over here, the Dreadnoughts just have combi bolters, no upgrades. The Spartans do have the multi-melters and the las cannons on. And then in the backfield, sabres with laser blasters on. Those laser blasters, only 1 shot, strength 9, -2, 3 damage. But they do have the shock rule. So on 5s to hit, even if they don't roll a wound or anything, 5s to hit, they do shock, they do suppress enemy vehicles and make them snap fire in return. And I put Volkites on top just in case they want to shoot infantry instead. So the Volkite can... The other thing about them is they're rapid. So you can move them 20 inches and then they can still fire. They can still snap fire. And World Eaters, as well as hacking you up close, they like big guns. It's all over the lore in the Heresy, like assault tanks for land raiders and Spartans and neutron blasters and things like that. They brought their guns along so they could crack open the tin cans and get to the soft meat inside. This game should be a banger. Let's go on to deployment. And we're deployed for this 3,000 point game of Crucible of War, and the World Eaters currently have first turn. Of course they do, unless the Fists manage to seize the initiative. And I put 2 line units down here, ready to double team that objective. Another line unit is nicely hidden on this objective here. And the 4th unit, ready to run all the way around here. Whether they make it there or not is another thing. But they're ready to run all the way around here. Because forward, this is what the World Eaters do. With the Rampagers in that tank. The 8 Red Butchers in that tank. Of course I brought 8. It's the holy number. And a couple of Dreadnoughts ready to charge up the table. And this table, if we'd have done Dawn of War, there'd have been lots of stuff to hide behind. Or even lengthways, lots of stuff to hide behind. But when I was setting it up, I completely forgot about the quarter thing. And so the Imperial Fists don't have a lot to hide behind at the moment. But they have built a wall. Look, there's a wall with a Rhino there with the team out behind. And I can't see any of them. And there's another Rhino rocking on from reserve, right?
Correct.
And then where are the other Tactical Marines?
10 in there.
10 in this one.
10 in there.
And 10 in that one. Okay. And there's the Veterans.
Correct.
Is this your Praetor down here?
No, that's the Centurion.
That's the Centurion. Where's your Praetor?
Praetor is just down here.
Your Praetor's down there.
Yes.
Rather close to the centre. See, I put Khan all the way over there. The idea is to kind of swing this way, I think. Because if I swing this way, I help protect that objective back there. I am worried about the amount of stunning, panicking weaponry that you have in your army. And I'm also worried that the Imperial Fists might seize the initiative. Stealing's bad, Rick. You're not a bad guy, and you set up quite defensively. Surely you don't want to steal from me. Stealing's bad.
I'll give it a go. I'll let the dice gods decide.
Okay. Okay.
Just like the last time we played in the dice. And I am owed one by the dice gods,
right.
shall we say.
Okay. And that's a 3. You're not getting it this turn. It's the World Eaters. It's the World Eaters, turn 1. And there is a roar as the World Eaters launch their assault. No less a roar from all the chain axes that they have. Because in World Eaters, wherever there's a chainsword, you can put a chain axe for free. So chain blades are roaring away. I've got 2 line units on this objective, backed up by Khan, running up the table. Both of the Dreadnoughts just running across the battle grid as well. This unit running to try and flank round that way. And a car park of tanks which are looking to try and get first strike. So we'll open up the shooting phase by this Sabre firing at that Rhino there, which has popped smoke and a miss. And the Volkite hits twice. It is strength 6 and does nothing, so the shots just disappear into the smoke. Let's go on to Sabre number 2. And that one hits, and it suppresses it if I don't kill it. I don't kill it. You don't get the 5-up shroud to the suppression either, because I haven't wounded you. I've just... What it is it's like an electric pulse is now shaking that thing. So it's now got... It's snap firing. It's snap firing. And then the Volkite from it. The Volkite hit that many times and don't do anything as well. Right, I've had enough of all the Sabres. Well, let's come across to a Spartan. This will definitely get me first strike. It's worth 4 points. Let's fire the Las Cannon Array in it. And 3 of them hit. Las Cannon Array will strike 9 with Armor Bane. 2 of them pen. 2 6-up cover saves. You're in cover. 2 5-up smokescreen saves. And that's 6 damage. That is a dead Rhino. There's nothing in it. And that is 4 points for first strike. That thing's burning. That thing is on fire. And I've got 1 more gun left to fire. We've got the Sabre, this one. I lined them up to see the Predator and the Rhino. So now the Rhino's dead. We'll fire at your Predator and you're popping smoke again.
Oh, you betcha.
Okay, so Laser Destroyer misses. Then the Volkite Culverins just spank off the front armour. Now we have Spartan number 2, which is lined up to shoot this Las Predator down there. Let's face it, it's one of the biggest threats to the Spartans. Is the Las Cannon Array. 3 of them hit again. Looking for 4s against that front armour. There's 1. And a 6-up cover. No, and a 5-up smoke because you pop smoke again. Why not? And that's 3 damage. It's down to 2 hull points remaining. Then the Las Cannons come in and they both hit. And they bounce. And that is the opening salvo from the World Eaters. We killed a Rhino. Got some points for first strike. And we've taken up a lot of board position as the World Eaters just come racing down towards the Loyalist lines. So let's go on to Imperial Fists. At the end of their turn, the World Eaters also took a couple of objectives, making it 10 points to 4. And here we are at the end of the Imperial Fists turn, and they're on this objective. And the Rhino Handbrake turned around here, and they're on this objective as well. And if they get first strike, it'll be 10-10. And the insane jumpy unit, the veterans, with the Librarian, with Shrouded, staying back for now, as well as your Praetors unit up here, as well as the Centurions unit with the jump packs and all the fists. They're around this side, forming this half circle. Because you could have sent a few in. You're thinking about throwing a few in.
Yes.
Yes. But there's a lot of stuff there. And then the counterpunch. You could have killed a thing or two, but then they would have been dead. So you're waiting for the World Eaters to overextend into your lines before jumping on them. And instead relying on the guns, because we have Predator, 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 Predator. We've got lots of Predator fire, which is going to wash into the centre. Oh, you were thinking, you were umming and ahhing about moving this Rhino and it hasn't moved yet. Is that still staying there?
Yes, it is.
It's staying there for now. Because it could come pushing this way, but Khan is this way. And a Dread, and you need to soften up some of the World Eater lines first. So let's unleash hell. Before we shoot, a couple of things. Searchlights means you can't shroud, but Rick didn't pass any of his shrouding, is fine. And it is -1 to a shrouding save, but I'm not gonna get assaulted, so I have to shroud the shots from this Predator, which are coming into the Dreadnoughts. Do I shroud the Dreadnoughts or do I shroud the tanks? I think the tanks can take it. Dreadnoughts I'd rather still have there, because they're my cruise missiles homing in. So this one is going to pop smoke. We're starting with this Predator. What are you firing off first?
Predator cannon.
Okay.
3 shots.
3s to hit. They all hit. Strength 8 versus toughness 7. And 1 gets through and breaches. And I make the 5-up invulnerable save. And then you've got a lot of Iliastus shots. They have 2 fire modes. They have a 3-shot mode or a 5-shot mode, maximal fire mode, which does overload. And of course, if fists are going with maximum effort, they hit on 2s. But 1s are going to hit you. And the strength 6, they need 5s, but breach on a 6. No Imperial Fist symbols anywhere. Just 3 5s.
How embarrassing.
Okay. 2-up saves. I'm good. And then these 2 fire groups hit you, strength 6 rear armor, and does a hull point to you. So the opening shot from the Imperial Fist hurt them more than it hurt me. We're on to Predator. Las Cannon Predator, the one that stayed still, is firing at this saber. Am I shrouding? I'm not shrouding. I'm not shrouding this. You're going to kill a saber. You've lined up another one over there. So 3s to hit with all your Las Cannons. And 3 of them hit. Strength 9, 2s to wound. We have 3 wounds. And the saber's burning, and that's first strike, and this battle is a draw, and now we're coming to this Predator. Hull down inside this ruin here, firing all the shots into this Dreadnought. I say all the shots, 1 big gun.
Oh, I've got a Pintle as well.
You've got the Pintle as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so fire the big gun first. That hits on a 3, and that misses. And then the Pintle mounted multi-misser. That one hits. Wounds on a 3. It wounds. I have a 5-up and bun and a 6-up shroud, and it takes 3 damage. It's half dead. And now that Dreadnought is reeling. It's getting shot at by that Predator down there. 4 las cannons coming in hot. Hits on 3s. And everything hits. It's a wound on 2s. And 3 of them wound. It'll be enough if I fail all the saves. 5s. I don't fail all the saves. 6s. It takes 1 damage. And there's a HK, which hits on a not that. On to the other Magnum Melter Predator, firing at the second Dreadnought, which is popping smoke. What are we starting with? Big gun?
Big gun?
Yes.
Oh.
And it keeps missing. The multi-melter hits, though. Wounds on a 3. It wounds. 5-up invuln. I make the invuln. Flamers on the side. Both of them hit it. It's 2 hits. You need 6s, though. No. But you have set the Dreadnought on fire. So we've got 1 last Predator left to fire. This one back here with all the Iliastus cannons on and the Predator auto cannon. And it's choosing not to shoot at this Dreadnought. This one isn't injured. It's going to not shoot one of its guns and instead spray through the building into the dreadnought on 2 wounds remaining. Here's the Predator autocannon. And that is a 1 and double 2s. And that's a miss as well. Maximum fire on the cannons. 3s. You don't roll any 2s actually to hit because of the fists.
Yes.
You don't roll any 1s, so this reactor's fine. 5s but 6s breach. There's 3 of those Imperial Fist symbols, and that will be enough to take it down. If I fail the saves. 5s, I fail all of them. 6s for smokescreen, and it's dead. It's dead, and they go boom. And that one goes boom. That's first strike for the Imperial Fists, and when the dreadnought detonated, the shrapnel flew all over the place and impaired the sensors on this Spartan and damaged the weapons. It's stunned, it's suppressed. Next turn it'll only be snap firing and it can't declare any reactions, and then we have some more shots. There's a Havoc launcher raining in trying to hit this unit here. Can you hit it?
No.
You can't hit it. How far does it scatter? 2 inches. That's a favourable scatter. Still hits 6 guys, wounds them on 3s, and only wounds twice. Thrip saves. I lose 1 though, and I have to take a cool check because it stuns. And they're stunned. That means this unit won't be able to declare any reactions either, and won't be able to score that objective until they lose their stasis. And the Imperial Fists, being good, organised loyalists, brought Nuncio Voxes everywhere to test for stasises at the beginning of their turn. But even if we had some Voxes, I imagine all the World Eaters have all the Voxes. They have all the kit, just no one's using them.
Nope.
We're just racing forward. Anyway, it's 10 points each. You lock down 2 objectives, get first strike. The World Eaters lock down 2 objectives, get first strike. But now they're primed to charge as we go on to turn 2. And here we are right at the start of the World Eaters movement phase. I moved a Dreadnought forward and Rick said, advance reaction. You're going to shoot it with the Predator that I want to charge. So let's do that before I move any more stuff. So the big gun, can it finally hit the Magna Melter?
Come on.
You haven't hit yet. This time you hit. It'll wound on a 3. And it wounds. 5+. And that takes 4 wounds off of it. It's only got 2 left and you have a pintle-mounted multi-melter. Can you one-shot this bad boy?
Please, God. Please, Emperor.
The Emperor heard your prayer. And managed to wound the Dreadnought as well. Basically a 5 or it's dead. It's dead. Does this one blow up? No. And then here we are at the end of the World Eaters movement phase. -2 Dreadnoughts that got nuked in the first turn. And the Red Butchers are out. We want to go charging in to that Predator there. And that just killed the Dreadnought. And then next turn maybe start pressuring the home field objective for the Imperial Fists. There is this command squad up here, however, with the Praetor. It took a few steps back as well, did another reaction, reacted away from Khan and all the rampagers in this Spartan here. So I didn't get them out. Because if I put Khan down there with all the... They'd get nuked. And there is a potential charge into this tactical squad if I got them out, but they're stayed within 6 inches of that Rhino there. Easily close enough to jump back in. So the Vanguard Rampagers unit, we wouldn't be getting Vanguard this turn. And it would put Khan and his boys right in the middle of the kill box there. So we'll leave them in for now. And then there's this unit of the spoilers running around this side. Not afraid of your Centurion, not afraid of the veteran squad down here. I might be baiting Rick with this unit here. And I am the master baiter. I already baited him with a couple of Dreadnoughts. I didn't bait him. I didn't want them to die that quick. There's some despoilers. Despoilers holding on to this objective. And here are the 2 units of despoilers doubling down on this objective with Khan running through the ruins as well. Ready to come round this way in turns 3, in turns 4. And we are definitely securing our objectives by pushing, by overextending. We're definitely securing our stuff back here because there's no deep striking coming in. The Fists, they just built a wall. So let's try and break it. We're going to start with this Sabre firing its neutron blaster in at that tank. And it hits. And it's strength 9 armor bane into side armor. It doesn't do anything. Okay, we shoot the other one into the tank that we want to charge, which is right behind this wall here. And that hits and shocks it and doesn't pen it either. So the Predator I'm going to charge is only snap firing, but I'm going to charge it. And there's a Spartan here. I feel like the Spartan doesn't need to shoot at it. Plus this one is suppressed because the Red Butchers should have this. So let's fire not that gun, but the other guns from this one into Predator number 2 with the Magna Melter cannon. The last cannon array is hit on 5s because of the stasises. No, the ones in the nose. No. And then the multi-melter. No. Got bits of Dreadnought hanging off the chassis. Interfering with the targeting oculus. Okay, so we're on to this Spartan. So this Spartan, not firing the right gun, is firing at the Predator over there in the ruin on 2 hull points left. Here is the not the laser destroyers, last cannon array. They both hit. It's strength 9 versus front armor 13. And with armor bane, they both pen. 6s, you're in cover. No, that's enough to wreck that Predator. And that's it for the shooting phase. We've killed a Predator. But let's try and kill another Predator with the Red Butchers. And let's put a lot of pressure down on the Imperial Fist line. So they'll have a 1-inch setup move because they're heavy. And then we're charging 7 in total. The Red Butchers make it there. I'm going to skip straight to the Butcher Chain Fists because this should be enough to kill it, even though the initiative is a bit lower. And the guy with the Butcher Chain Fists, that's called Horus, because one day he managed to kill Horus. And he's got many attacks, being a World Eater, being a Master Sergeant, all hitting on 2s, and he's strength 10. And that is 3 damage. That is 6 damage. That is a wrecked Predator. And the Red Butchers clamber over the carcass of that Rhino and the Predator, and they're pressurizing the Imperial Fist lines. There's the Imperial Fist commander there with his squad with loads of fists and things. And fists, damage 2, really scary. Red Butchers, Eternal Warrior 1, only does 1 damage a pop to them. But I am feeding the beast. The other thing about Red Butchers is they have a rule called Heedless, so they can never score, contest objectives. They're just rampaging forward. And that is the end of World Eater's turn 2. I'll lock down a couple more objectives and give the Imperial Fist 99 problems. Yeah, 99 problems, but Khan isn't one. Yeah, he's still in there. Then test for stasises. So repair on one of the stasises. I'll do the one to stop it being suppressed. No. And then a stasis on the despoiler over there. They lose their stasis. So we still hold down this objective. We hold down the second objective. It's 16 points to 10 as we go into Imperial Fists, turn 2. Here we are at the end of the Imperial Fists movement phase. So reserves didn't come in again. That's twice in a row. No reserves. So with what they have available on the battlefield, the Imperial Fists need to stop this World Eater's advance. So around here, your Centurion with his command squad are coming straight for the despoilers. And the veteran squad are looking at that Spartan, but before you go charging at the Spartan, the Predator back there stayed still. So its las cannons are up to damage 2. And then this multi-melter Predator in the building down there stayed still because I am in melter range for both of your guns. And that could sting. Potentially that could do 16 damage or 14 damage. It does a lot of damage on its own. But if the Spartan doesn't get cracked, then the veteran squad can charge it. If the Spartan does get cracked, then the veteran squad charges Khan. I mean, that's one way to fight World Eaters. Charge them rather than they let them charge you because they get their charge bonus. And so we've got units here and here that want to come charging down towards the World Eaters, while this unit of Tactical Marines stand on that objective. You move the Rhino around as well, so Havoc Launcher can shoot down this way, because here's the second pain that the Imperial Fists need to deal with. Passing all the train tests for dangerous, for jumping around all over the place. There's the commander ready to go jumping in at the Red Butchers. But before that, there's a lot of firepower. There's an auto cannon. There's the second tactical squad over there. Here's the third tactical squad. Now, the thing you definitely don't want to do is fire this one in first, because then I'll probably charge them. That's the World Eater's advanced reaction. You shoot them after taking all the saves, they go charging in. But the other squads, the other squads could go firing in, and you might be able to kill quite a few red butchers, maybe, hopefully, because you need to stop that push. Before we make our way round to the main event, let's start here and see if this unit of despoilers can survive getting shot at by a predator. Here's the Eliastus, not overcooking this time, on 3s.
2s.
Oh yeah, 2s. Imperial Fist stuff, 2s to wound. 6s are nasty. And I have 7 3-up saves and lose 2, and a breach and I lose 3. I'd love to be able to pull from that guy, but make your charge longer. But he's my Centurion. And then there's the autocannon coming in. And this hits on 3s. This one wounds on 2s. And there's 3 more wounds. And another Eater of Worlds falls. So there's 6 left with that Centurion. Now the Havoc launcher on the Rhino is firing up and over, trying to hit the Red Butchers. Can it hit? No, it can't. How far does it scatter? 2 inches? Still hits 2 of them, forced to wound. Doesn't wound them though, so no cool check. You need to wound in order to make the stasis effect happen. But there's another Rhino there looking at him. Can this one hit? Yes, it can. That'll hit 4. And that one wounds twice. Terminator plate though. I'm good. And a couple of combi weapons came in and bounced. And now we're coming over here, where this Predator is firing all the guns at this Land Raider, which is popping smoke furiously. Here's the las cannons coming in hot, and only 2 of them hit. You need 5s. And they bounce. Now the Melter tank, firing at the same target. Here's the Magnum Melter cannon. It hits. Strength 10 now, because you stayed still. And that's a pen. I need a 6. Those smoke lights burning straight through. The searchlight's burning straight through the smoke. That's not a 6. That is 8 damage. It's on 2 hull points remaining, and then the multi-melter on top. Misses. Okay, that veteran squad are going to have to crack it open with fist and with blade. But before we get onto that, we're coming down to the firepower hitting the Red Butchers. We're starting off with the Predator. Here's the cannon. Do you get an extra shot? Because that is the extra shot.
Yes.
One of them hits. And it doesn't wound. That's a 1. Brilliant.
He's right there.
Come
on, guys.
I know. 15 shots, overloading.
Yes.
All the shots, all the time. 2s to hit, and they overload. And then these are all strength 6 versus toughness 5. 3s to wound.
6s. Yeah.
6s are nasty, yeah.
Oh.
There's a couple of 6s. Right, I have 10 2-up saves, and that'll kill a butcher. And then 2 4-up and buns, and that'll kill another one. You hit yourself twice, and put a hull point on yourself. And the butchers are falling as Havoc shells rain in amongst them, and Eliastus shells, and now this tactical squad is pulling out their bolters, the ones that got out of the Rhino. These hit on 2s, because just Imperial Fist things. I like it. Lots and lots of shots. It's the 5s to wound though. Tough Terminator plate. 6 come through. 6. Injures another. Now the team that stood still, the Fury of the Legion, 30 shots in. I'm declaring my World Eaters I charge you thing. I mean, it doesn't stop you charging me after I charge you. But let's see how many are left. 2s to hit. And that was 26 hits. How many 5s can you roll though? Many 5s? It's quite a few 6s. 9? 9 come through. 1 was injured. I rolled 4 ones. 2 more fall. Leaving 4 left. They're really angry. Then they charge. And the Red Butchers end up there. And that's the end of your shooting phase. And then interestingly, they need to take some morale checks. We need to take a cool check. We're cool 10 though. So -1 because of the stunned. Well, we don't lose our cool. And then they actually suffered 25% casualties. So do they get routed? They're leadership 12. They'll be fine. I mean, who would ever fail a leadership 12 test?
I don't think it's ever happened.
There was this one time though, in band camp, where you brought along a certain Primarch. Tell the people what happened.
I rolled a double 6.
And he turned and ran. Dawn the Yellow. Right, we're in. We're in. Now no stasis is. Now you can charge. your setup move there will just get you in.
Yeah.
And are these guys flying into the Land Raider?
Oh, probably best.
Because I might overwatch you with defensive weaponry. I've only done one so far.
Yeah.
We're going to hit you on 3s with a tank because the pintle mounted and they count as defensive. And we hit 4 times. We're going to wound. We're going to kill them on 2s. We kill 3 of them. When they charge in, the librarian's casting a spell. Space Wizard. Let's see if you pass or not. That's a pass. You're okay.
Woo.
So YOLO, the librarian, and the veteran squad make it there. Biomancy passed for +2 strength and toughness. Need to do the leadership test on this unit of despoilers. And they're not routed. And the Centurion makes it into close combat as well. And the despoilers are engaged. We did a lot of volley fire and nothing happened. So Centurions engaging here. Veteran squads engaging a Spartan on 2 hull points remaining. And then your command squad with your Praetor charge the red butchers over there as well. And that is one hell of a mosh pit. But before we go there, let's come back over here. Where the command squad engaged the despoilers and the Centurion. Your Paragon of Battle has issued a challenge. And my not Paragon of Battle, he's definitely accepted the challenge. Right, you've got 3 on the focus roll. I've got 6 on the focus roll. Drop dice don't count. And you're declaring critical blows, critical strike. Basically, turns your Power Fist into a 3 damage Power Fist. And if 1 blow gets through, I'm dead. But you're probably swinging second. So I'm going for Flurry of Blows for extra attacks. Because I've got lots of attacks with a Lightning Claw. And if I can kill him before 1 fist lands, then songs will be sung. Anyway, so you need to roll 2d6 and pick the lowest and add it to that. I roll 1d6. I don't know what I got.
You got a 6.
Did I?
Yes.
That's a 1. Okay, I definitely swing first. So 4 attacks plus focus roll plus d3 for Flurry of Blows. For 6, I'm hitting you on 5s though. 5s to hit you. That rends, that wounds already. And then strength 4 versus toughness 4. Okay, so that's a 2-up save. That's an invuln. You're going to live.
Top. Invuln.
He's going to live. He doesn't take any wounds. And with Paragon of Battle, he's got 5 attacks back again. And you're going to hit this guy on a 3.
And I think that's a crit.
That's a crit. And then the other ones win on 2s anyway. Okay, so he landed all 5 blows. Wounded. That was a thing.
That was a 1.
Was it?
1. Yeah.
All 4 blows. If I fail one of these, he's dead. Lots of 5-up and buns. He fails 3 of them. He's dead 3 times over. Then down in the mosh pit, the despoilers pile in. You've got fists. I'm swinging first. I'm hitting them on 5s. That is a command squad. And that was good. Angry boys. Half of them hit. Strength 3. 6 is shred. So that's double damage. They're all 2-up saves. And they're single damage.
The 2 damage one.
Yes. Yeah. Oh. And then these were...
Oh,
we kill one. We managed to take one down. Then you punch back. Here are the regular power fist. 3s to hit.
To kill.
2s to kill. You only kill 3, but you got a Solarite Power Gauntlet on the champion. And he hits on 3s. Hits 4 attacks, yeah. And he hit 3 times. 2s to kill. Kills 3 more. And that wipes out that entire squad of World Eaters. Now I knew they would be coming this way after I pushed them. Because the baiting, do you remember the master baiting going on here? I knew that would be happening. Because then Khan could have got out and then railed them, you see. But Khan's got his own problems now. I didn't expect you to come jumping forward with the veteran squad who are biomancied up the yin-yang. So let's see if they can crack open this Spartan on 2 hull points. Here's a bunch of power fists hitting on 2s. You are punching a vehicle. There's a couple of 1s. Now with biomancy, you're up to strength 10. So just 2 to get through. 2 5s and 6s. There is 2 5s and 6s. That is a dead Spartan. And then the team get out need to take a cool check or they're pinned in place. Khan is not pinned in place. Khan's fine. And at the end of all of that, this is what it looks like with the Rampagers wrapping the Spartan. I couldn't put any on this side. And I kept saying Khan's in that one. Khan isn't in that one. Khan's over here with the Taurus Terminators. He was down here. He's sweeping this way. This is the Chain Together brothers. with the big squad of rampagers. And the veteran Marines, they form a wall. They form a shield wall to defend against this critical objective in the street down here that the tactical Marines are trying to score. Centurions are here. This is a push. This is a counter push from the Imperial Fists. All of a sudden, this flank looks like it's in danger. Mind you, these rampagers, they can choose. You can choose one unit or another. You can't charge multiple units in Heresy 3.0. It's one or other. So I've got to feast on one. And if the other one could jump back here and start disrupting my home field objective if it wants to, rather than, but then it frees up. Anyway, that's interesting. I find that very interesting. Then we come down here, where your command squad went charging into me. What's the initiative of all your guys?
Good.
You got fists and hammers and things, because I'm initiative 3. The tactical Marines, they're initiative 4.
Yeah.
They can swing first. And does your Praetor want to issue a challenge?
Have you got anyone worth challenging?
Yeah, I've got a guy who's got a damage 3 chain fist.
Let's just do that then.
You going to challenge him?
Why not?
Beautiful, let's challenge out Horus. Okay, so your Praetor, your Warlord, and Horus, my Devourer Sergeant, meet on top of the Burning Rhino. With the banner, your focus roll is auto higher than mine. You will auto swing first. And the Praetor's going with a flurry of blows, an extra D3 attacks for an extra attack. And he's weapon skill 6, and Horus is weapon skill 6. He's a Master Sergeant. So you're hitting on 4s. And you only hit twice, but that one's crit. Couldn't see the other ones off the camera. You hit 4 times, that one crits. That's 2 damage. These now, wound on 4s. And 4 wounds. I say 2 damage. It's all 1 damage because of flurry of blows. So all 4 up invulnerable saves. I need to pass 3. He's only got 2 wounds. He's only a sergeant. And he falls. Then all the tactical Marines fight. They hit on 3s. Just remembered, Red Butchers, you always hit them on 3s. And you hit 5 times. Wounding him on 5s. It's 2 more wounds. 1 is on a wound. He's still on a wound. Now I fight. And though we charge the tactical Marines, we have to fight your command squad. We have to. The Butcher's nails are singing. We hit on 4s, and that was horrible. Only 3 hits. And we're going to wound on 3s, and they breach. So 2 5+ invulnerable saves to keep 1 alive. And you make the saves. Beautiful. Lightning Claw strikes back. That one wounds. The 5, you're going to need you hit both of the times. You hit on 3s. And 5s to wound. So 1 wound. 1 invulnerable save. You kill the 1 on a wound. Then the Thunderhammers come raining in. 3s to hit. Because we're ravening madmen. They don't care about the blows. 2s to wound. And that's a lot of wounds. 7 wounds. It would be 2 damage a time, but 1 damage a time because of Eternal Warrior. But there's only 2 guys left. And the squad are entirely wiped out. Well, at least the Red Butchers died doing what they loved. And the Imperial Fists hold the line. And then the command squad return back behind that wall there while the tactical squads brace. The reason for that being they don't want to push all the way forward. I mean, Spartan is still out here. Plus there's Khan coming around on this flank. Khan's definitely here, not with this squad. And that's the end of Imperial Fists turn 2. They pick up 6 points for being on the objectives as well. So it's a draw. It's 16 points each. And that was one hell of a counter-attack. The World Eaters pushed. They pushed really hard. But the Red Butchers failed to break the line on the right. And these guys have cracked open a Spartan. And this gives the World Eaters some interesting decisions to make as we go on to turn 3. Okay, so I had to go away and do some thinking because I had hoped the Red Butchers would have lasted a bit longer and caused a lot of problems down there. And after thinking, we've come up with this. And Khan's going forward. Yeah, I mean, that's my Warlord charging straight down towards the enemy lines. And there's your Warlord down here. I'm kind of inviting a countercharge because I want to see what happens. Khan isn't taking a step back. Plus, if I get Slay the Warlord, there's some extra points there. In the meantime, we're locking down this objective with these 2 squads because there's too far for them to go now. It is turn 3. We're not going to be able to get there. But doubling up on this objective means if one gets stasis, the other one stasis, we'll be fine. So we're locking down that. And the guns are looking that way. And then round here, you can only charge what you can see in Heresy. So they've put their backs to the wall while they lock down this objective. And the counter charge from your Centurions unit, they could have come flying in here in turns 4 perhaps and get them. But the veteran squad, not so much, because the jump would leave them here. They can't charge that turn. It has to be next turn. So the rampages instead, with the chained together brothers, have come and climbed over. And they came this way round, and the Centurion saw them come and took a couple of steps back again. So if I charge them, kill them, I could end up getting on that objective and maybe stopping the line unit from scoring it, which will then have to draw the veteran unit back. Or you just have to rely on guns. And there's another tactical squad in a Rhino that could come on and maybe double team this one, potentially. But the rampages need to go this way. They can't just go straight up the gut. And we want to be charging. So we want to charge here. But first, we want to shoot some guns. This suppressed Land Raider, Spartan, has lined up all of its guns to shoot into your tactical squad. But it is hitting on 5s, it's suppressed, and all the guns miss. So I lined up one of the tanks to shoot in at them as well. Here is the big gun, and that misses. And it stayed still. The Volkite Culverin hits on 3s, wounds on 2s, wounds 4 times, 3 up saves. You failed 2 of them, deflagrate. That's another 2 saves to make. Please fail. You did fail 3, which is good. That's what I was hoping for. That's enough for a leadership test. And then Saber number 2 wants to shock that Melter, nasty, big Predator gun that almost killed my Spartan. So hits on a 3, but looking for a 5, and that's not a 5. But it does pen it, and you do have a 6-up cover save for being in that ruin. And that does put 3 hull points on it, putting that Predator down to 2 remaining. That's the end of my shooting phase. All the other guns are dead. The Saber's gone, this Spartan's gone, the Dreadnoughts, they had 8 shots each with their combi autos, they're gone. So you've got a leadership test for this unit of fists on this objective. And they hold, of course they do. And then over here, we're going to make a 3-inch setup move and then charge and then do a bunch of volley fire. But can we actually get in? We're adding, are we 5 away? 5 was enough. The rampages come flying through the ruin and pile in and end up here after pile in. But challenges were issued, not by me. You don't want to challenge. These brothers are chained together, but you still had another reaction. So you heroically intervened, challenged out one of the brothers with your Centurion here. These are the dice that we're adding to the focus roll. You're going for critical blow again, finishing blow, because I'm definitely going first. I win the focus roll. So I'll go for flurry of blows one more time. And he's a Centurion with a pair of lightning claws that charged. And I won the focus roll. And I get another D3. For another 3. Thing is, you're a Paragon of Battle, I'm not. So it would normally be 5s to hit you, but I get +1 to hit because chained together. So let's kill this fool. So 4s to hit, they rend, and then okay, right. No breachy though. So 2 2-up saves, 2 5+ invulnerable saves.
4 ups, Vigil Storm Shield.
Vigil Storm Shield, brilliant. Okay, so 2s and 4s.
2s.
He's okay.
4s.
He takes a wound. Strikes back with 5 attacks, hitting on 3s. And this time you hit 4 times. Wounding.
They crit.
They crit.
Right.
Okay, Solarite, right. 2s to wound with the other ones. 4 wounds. Again, at finishing blow, I need to pass every single one or it's 3 damage. And he'd kill him many times over. Now we come back down to the ruckus in the middle. Here is the other brother. Not this one, he's dead. You saw his brother die. And he's hitting on 2s. Well, no, his brother's now dead. So he's going to be hitting you on 4s. Because this happens after. That one rents. These wound on 4s. So again, 2 more 2-up saves. Have they all got sigil storm shields?
No, they're just combat shields.
Okay, so 2s and 5s. You take a wound, and then a 5.
Oh. No.
And
one.
that's another. I get 1. And then I had 76 attacks with paired phalanx blades. They got 2 attacks each, plus 2 for the paired phalanx, plus 1 on the charge. 15 guys in there. Anyway, we rolled to hit. Now I need to wound. 76 dice took a long time. These are 3s, and they're all AP 3, so you'll get full 2-up saves. 3 left to get through before you fight back with your fists. So 3s. Many 3s, please. 19 2-up saves. How many 1s?
1 dice. 2 die.
2 die. There's 1 left with your Centurion. 4 attacks back with the Champion. 4s to hit. He hits twice. 2s to kill. And he kills 2. So you lost 3 guys. I lost 2 guys. Plus 3 wounds on him. So 5 to 3. But I outnumber you. So 5 to 4. So I lost by 1. And leadership 9 goes down to 8. I actually lost that combat. And they hold. And then no one takes a step back. We stay locked up for each other. Because you don't want the rampage of the Vanguard unit going anywhere near that. And it's, yes, I love it. Beautiful, beautiful murder. That is the end of World Eater's turn 3. We holding down a couple more objectives. Khan is making his presence felt. We're still pushing with what we have left. So let's find out what the Imperial Fists do in their turn 3. Okay, at the start of the Imperial Fist turn 3, I remembered to test for stasis on my Spartan, and it didn't lose any of its stasis. And then we did your reserves, and your reserves still aren't here. There's a Rhino with Tactical Marines waylaid somewhere in the backfield by some ambushing World Eaters. So this tactical squad locking down this objective, and you got 2 tactical squads locking down this objective next to the flaming rubble. And then you're looking at that Spartan, and this Magna Melter Predator has pushed forward to get in multi-melter range, and this Predator swung round this way to shoot all of the guns at it as well. Can you take down 2 Spartans? Spartans are really hard to kill in this edition, by the way. That is the second time I've seen a Spartan die. So, well done. Killing 2 in one game, that'll be a first. Round this side, your commander, he's heard of Khan. Everyone's heard of Khan. He's one of the names. There's a bit in the Horus Heresy where Sevatar is talking about people he wants to take on in close combat. He says there's like 20 plus people, but really there's 5. Sigismund, Khan, Lucius. Really there's 5. And your commander wants to challenge, wants to chance his hand against Khan. But there's some shots that can go into him first from the Rhino, from the Havoc launcher, from this Predator. And then we come all the way around here, where my rampages are danger close to your home field objective, so the veteran squad has to leap down and try and do something about them all, while this Predator shuffled all the way around here, and there's windows in the side of that ruin. It's got shots down at the despoilers on this objective where the World Eaters have been camping and staying very quiet. It feels like these siege specialists, the Imperial Fists, are up against it, are besieged. But it also feels like they could do some serious damage this time. Maybe you can make the despoilers break. We'll see what happens to the rampages and see what happens to the Khan. But first, can he crack open a Spartan? Start with the big gun. We're popping smoke. It hits on a 3, and that's a 2.
Brilliant.
And then the multi-misser. That one hits. It needs a 6 now. And that bounces off the ceramite hull. Now there's 4 las cannons coming in hot. And only one of them hits. And it does pen. It does pen a bit of 6 for the smoke. Nope. The hull point loses its first hull point. The Spartan loses its first hull point. We'll come back here to these despoilers getting lit up by that Predator. You're doing maximal fire again.
Oh, you betcha.
Okay. Twos to hit.
100% not die.
With lots of Iliadastus.
Ooh, close.
That's 3 on you, potentially. These are going to wound the World Eaters on 2s. It's 11 wounds with full armor save, and that was painful. I lose half the squad. And the ones that hit you basically take another hull point off. Then the autocannon, that hits twice. Can it wound on 2s? It does. And I lose another. There'll only be 4 left in that squad. They're definitely going to be taking a leadership test, and I need them to hold. Then we came around here, fired lots of bolter weaponry into Khan, the ones that could actually see him. And its Terminator plate held firm. But now we're on to the Predator. The Predator might be able to do something. Maximal fire again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 2s to hit with the Yearly Astus. That's
dear,
4
dear.
1s this time. 3s to wound them. 6s breach. That's 2 breaching. 1 2-up save. 2 5-up and buns. 1 takes a wound. And then the ones that hit you don't do anything to you. You're okay. And then the Predator auto cannon. Hits twice. Wounds twice, and one of them breaches. A 2 and a 5. One of them falls. Now the Havoc launcher from the Rhino is going to rain in amongst them. We've missed every single time so far.
Yes.
Let's see if this one hits. No. Keep missing. Yeah, that's good. And that one scatters too far. But this Havoc launcher all the way down here can see just firing into the one on the right. And that one hits. So that's going to hit 2. And wound them on 4s. And there's a wound. 2-up save. And make the save. It will be a cool check. They keep their cool. And that's the end of shooting phase. This despoiler unit need to hold. Drop dice don't count. 3. We hold. And that's the end of the shooting phase. So the Centurion squad wants to charge the Rampagers, and you want to cast a spell, Biomancy. If you fail, if you get a perils, you could get a stun status. Go down to initiative 1.
Yes.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's cast a spell. That's a 7. You pass. It's no doubles. You're good. You're good. They're good. Everything's fine. While the Librarians and the Vets make the charge, over here the Command Squad charges Khan. So we'll have Praetor on Praetor action in a second. Khan is the cherry on the cake. We'll come back to this where you're not challenging. Perhaps I should heroically intervene, but I'm saying he's lost to the nails. Now his brother's dead. So your initiative low, but you've got some lightning claws in there.
Yeah.
Still. First up, your Librarian trying to turn his force staff on. And that's not on.
No.
It's a force weapon check. When you fail, if no double is rolled, you don't suffer a peril, so that's fine. Then he strikes out with his sword and he hits on 4s and he misses. He misses all the time. Brilliant. Now I'm at initiative 5. The last brother with his pair of lightning claws. This squad is a 3-up save, right? The squad that just came flying in. So we will hit them. We'll also hit them on 3s. And we hit 5 times. We're going to wound them on 4s. And we a wound. We do a wound. 5-up invulnerable save. We take one down. 1 minute. They're veterans. They only take a wound. We don't take any down. And then you've got all your claws at initiative 4, same time as my paired phalanx blades. These hit on force. And then they rend, and your strength 6 with Biomancy, so 2s. 7 wounds, all 1 damage a time. AP 3, you kill 3.5. So lost 3. They get to fight at the same time, and then we remember +2 strength, +2 toughness with Biomancy. So that wound that I did to you, I didn't do to you. All of these guys will fight the team that came charging in off the top rope, I think. We're hitting them on 4s, we're hitting them on 4s. But we're winning these on 6s, going straight to Invuln. And winning these on 4s, but they have a 2-up save. Math says, hit the unit that came flying in.
Yeah.
So, 4s? 6s. Lots of 6s. Forcing invulnerable saves. 4 6s? And the claws have already fought. So you just took the claws away. And that's all my attacks done. Then the hammers come raining in on 4s. And you hit 3 times. You're going to kill on 2s. You kill 3 more. And now all the fists on 4s. That's good hitting. That's 5 hits. 6 hits. 2s to kill. 6 more dead. There's 1 left. with my brother Centurion. And then your other command squad gets to fight. And the Centurion swings, hitting on 3s. He hits twice. His arm was a bit tired after that duel with a World Eater.
Crits.
Okay. And the other one, just one. Just one that kills one more. Then the Solarite Power Fist. He hits twice. Will wound on 2s.
Ooh.
1 wound. 1 5 up and bun. He makes it.
He's still going.
He stands alone. And if I pass the Snake Eyes leadership test, everyone here will be locked up. Maybe, hopefully. It's not a Snake Eyes. I gain a routed status and fall back 5 inches. And at the end of all of that, the veteran squad with the Librarian are making a break for it to deal with the World Eaters. The Centurion command squad with the Paragon of Battle pursued and caught up with my Centurion who's fleeing. So definitely managing to block the pass here. Some Leonidas 300 stuff. Awesome. Now we come all the way across to the other side, where there's some Praetor on Praetor action. So of course, challenges were issued and accepted. Here's Khan. Here's the Imperial Fist Praetor. Let's fight. So you're trying to seize the initiative.
Yeah.
So roll 2d6 and pick the highest. So you're on 10. I'm going for critical blow. Finishing blow. Yeah. So you swing first. 6 attacks with challenge advantage, but it's Khan. You need 5s to hit him. And you only hit him once. 3s to wound. Oh, that's a crit. That's the thing. That's a crit because it's a Paragon Blade, right? So I need a 4. I failed the 4. It would be 2 damage, but 1 damage because he has Eternal Warrior, then Khan swings. We're going to hit on 3s. Hit 3 times. Strength with Gorechild with critical, but it's up to 6. We're wounding you on 2s. Wound twice. They're AP2, damage 2. Oh no, they shred on a 5 as well. So they're damage 3. So 2 4 up and buns. He takes 3 wounds. He's on 1 remaining. We go to round 2.
Yes.
3 wounds to 1. I get to pick this time round. You've only got 1 wound left, so I'm going with Flurry of Blows. And that's nice on the focus roll. You're going for finishing blow. So 2 dice, pick the lowest. Khan wins. Khan wins. So we're adding D3 for another 3, which is a bajillion attacks with the focus roll. We're hitting you on 3s. No crits there. We're wounding you on 3s now. Got to pass all the invulnerable saves. 3 of them to make. To keep your Warlord alive.
This is not impossible.
It's not impossible. But it is today. And Khan wins the challenge. Oh, absolute G that he is.
The one that counted.
The one that, yeah, I've got to win 1 challenge today. The one that counted. Okay, then we come back down here. You got loads of hammers in this squad. So my axes swing first. I've got 1 guy with a hammer, but first, axes swing on 4s. And then strength 5.
Is it not
Breaches
5s?
on a... Well, we're weapon skill 5, you're weapon skill 5.
My bad.
I do nothing.
Oh.
Then our hammer strike at the same time. I've got 1 guy with Paragon of Battle. So he's the champion who goes up to 5 attacks with a hammer. Hopefully all these hit. 3 of them hit. He is a champion. That one's really cocked. 2 of them wound. 2 5+ invulnerable save on your command squad. We take 2 down. But all your hammers swing at the same time. These hit on 4s. And that's pretty good. That's 5 hits there. 2s to wound. Only 4 terminators to get through. All 5 of them wound. Okay. I've got to do these separately because Khan has a 4 up and bun. So these are 5 up and buns and a 5 up and bun.
Oof.
I only lose 1. What happened there?
I forgot I've got a lightning claw.
You've got a lightning claw guy as well. Do the lightning claw on the banner guy. He hits once and doesn't wound. Yep, Zeke said screw you. Wait, there's more. There's a Solarite Power Fist on the Sarge. And he hits on force. Hits twice as well, just like my guy. That's a crit, yeah. And the other one wounds on the 2. They both wound. 2 5-up and buns. I lose 3. Leadership modifiers. Adding up all the things, you have a leadership test at -1. So leadership 8 becomes leadership 7 on that command squad. And they hold. So Khan is locked up with that remaining command squad there. And I must say, it was very brave of you to charge Khan. But in the end, that cost you a couple of points and your warlord. So at the end of turn 3, you get 6 points. I had the 6 points, but I got 2 for slaying the warlord. So the World Eaters, all of a sudden, are 2 points in the lead as we head into the end game now, turn 4. With Khan, a Revengor child in glorious close combat, he's unaware of the rest of the carnage which has befallen the World Eater lines. Most of it has broken. We've got my Centurion down here, battling it out with your Paragon of Battle Centurion after he turned, after he fled. And we've got 3 despoiler squads holding down the home field objectives down here, including just 4 over here. They step back. The reason why they've moved is because if you do come flying in with a Vanguard unit, then at least I can move off the objective, do a movement reaction, stop giving you some extra points. And then I need to do something about that Vanguard unit. So this suppressed, stunned Land Raider that got bits of Dreadnought hanging all over it, affecting the firing solutions, has come round to try and shoot this way. I mean, seriously, since the Dreadnought blew up next to it, it's done nothing. Nothing at all. But maybe now is its time to shine. We kill a bunch of these, stop them charging my despoilers, GGWP, we all go home, have a cup of tea. Be lovely. And then over here, I've got 2 sabers that want to kill this thing to stop you killing my Spartan. We want to kill that predator there. So let's put a neutron blaster in. And that's a 2. Let's put another neutron blaster in. And that's a 1. Okay, let's not do that. Let's move on to the Spartan shooting your command squad. I could shoot at the predator. I could shoot at this tank instead, because the tank is going to shoot and murder these guys. But then I'd have finished scoring by then, so murder them is good. I don't mind. Blood for the blood god and all that. But this unit could still get a point for jumping on that, unless I kill them all. So let's try and kill them all. Here's all the 3 damage weaponry, which hit on 5s.
I'm going to react.
And we don't do anything. What are you reacting?
I was going to do telekinesis.
Telekinesis.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we'll see if I can wound you with anything first. Here's the Laz. Right, you reacted. Right, let's do your telekinesis, because perils of the walk could be a thing.
Whoa!
You fail your leadership test.
I do.
It's not doubles. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. That's the end of the shooting phase then. So nothing happened. I shot a bunch of guns. I've got no more guns that can shoot the Imperial Fists. So we go straight back down to the fight. So let's start over here. We'll get back to Khan in a minute. We'll start over here with my guy. He has a routed status on him right now, so he's initiative 1. So all the attacks here happen at the same time.
Okay.
So here's his attacks into you, because you've got fists and things, and they hit. And that misses, actually, because of your Paragon of Battle thing. There's 2 wounds. 2 wounds, and they both rent. And we put a wound on one. Mm-hmm. And then you can punch him with your 5 attack Paragon of Battle bad boy. He hits on 3s. And he hits twice. That's all he needs. 2s to wound. And they both wound. Yeah, they both auto wound. And I've got a wound left.
And then this dude.
And then the other dude. Yes.
4 attacks.
Yes.
But these hit on 4s?
They hit on 4s, yeah. And he hit twice. Wounds on 2s. He might not have a wound left in a minute. He definitely doesn't have a wound left. You punch him into the ground. Then we come back round here to where Khan is fighting your command squad. And he has Reaping Blow 2 and he's currently outnumbered. So he gets a couple more attacks.
Great.
Yeah. And hits on 3s. Those 6s are nice. They auto wound. With Shred, they're all 3 damage.
Brilliant.
And then that's 2 damage. And they're all invulnerable saves, and if you fail them, you die, basically.
Well,
it's Gore
only
Charge.
2 of them have got shields. So,
right. 2 5-up and buns.
Oh no.
Khan
That's it.
kills the squad. Rick,
Yes.
I didn't want Khan to kill the squad. Do you know why?
Because I can get Warlord now.
There's a Predator with a Magnum melter cannon stood right there. Which way do I go? He turns around and comes back this way. He turns around, gets in a little bit of cover. He's looking at those two tanks. He came charged. The nails were singing. He slaughtered the enemy warlord. And he's come back round this way. And I locked down 6 more points. Now, we're going to go on to Emperor's Children turn 4.
Imperial Fists.
Imperial Fists. They're going to get 6 points for being on these 2 objectives here. But they are 2 points behind. And what they want to do is get Slay the Warlord. Or extra points for Last Man Standing. Or potentially come leaping over and onto this objective down here. So it's as close can be. But the World Eaters... The World Eaters are winning, but they suffered for their art. They've been taking a pounding. As we go on to not Emperor's Children, go on to the yellow ones, turn 4. My brain, it's fun, it's good. So here we are in turn 4 of the Imperial Fist turn. What happened to your reserves, Rick?
They didn't show up.
They didn't show up for the entire battle.
Right.
A unit in a Rhino was ambushed somewhere in the previous sector and never made it here. And then you're on this objective. You're on this objective. And then the Predator is the Predator 1, Predator 2, Predator 3 are pointing all their guns at Khan. Khan, the bloody captain of the 8th, is going to get shot in the back as he runs away. Then over here, your command squad with your veteran assault squad with the librarian ran. They came leaping forward from there to there. They're on this objective. But they don't currently outnumber me unless you kill the remaining despoilers who are stood there. Because they ran, they're not scoring it. But they might if all these despoilers die. And that will leave the Imperial Fists on 3 objectives to the World Eaters 2. So we're going to unload everything from this Predator into them one more time. Last turn, you're able to kill 6. This time, can you kill more? Well, 4. You just need 4.
Yeah.
What are we starting off with?
Iliastus.
Here we go. Overcooking. One more time.
Ooh.
2s to hit. There's a couple of 1s. Let's resolve those 1s. See what it does to your rear armour. You're fine. Everything's fine. And then these wound on 2s and 6s breach. 1 cover save. Dead. And then all the 3 up saves. There's 1 left, which gets shot in the face by a Predator autocannon. Hits 3 times. Wounds twice. 1 of those is a breach. 3 up saves. Breach, he's dead. He's dead. The squad are wiped out. The librarian and the vets take this objective. However, they're a vanguard unit, so they'll only get 1 point for this objective here. Talking about points, however, Khan. Khan is going to get shot by everything. Starting with Predator number 1 with all the Iliastuses on. Okay, there's only 1. And these are wound on 3s, but breach on 6s. We have invulnerable saves. And then we have 2 up saves. Okay, the Tartarus dude is down. Khan stands alone. And then the autocannon comes in. Ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk.
He's moved. No,
he moved.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he moved a bit. He hits twice. He wounds twice. 2 up saves. Khan's okay. Still stood there on his 3 wounds.
Melter.
No,
let's do last cannons.
What, from that one?
Yeah.
Predator number 2, last cannons from half a mile away. 2 of them hit. 1 of them wounds. Khan's down to 2 wounds. On to Predator number 3, and finally you can fire the templates in and set him on fire. 3s to wound him. He gets wounded once. And he is on fire, and he's on 1 wound remaining. And then you got the melter, multi-melter. You can fire them both at the same time because they both hit on 3s.
Ooh.
And they both wound on 2s. And if I fail the save, Khan falls. He needs a 4. Khan is alive, burning, screaming, but somehow alive. So more firepower came into Khan. The Havoc launcher missed. 2 shots with the combi bolter. Can this hit? There's 1 of them hits. It doesn't wound. Then the tactical marines down there fired in, threading the needle. 6 wounds came through to Khan. Not like this. Not to bolter fire. A las cannon to the face I could take, but not to bolter fire. No, Khan, no! He falls. And that is the end of turn 4, and that is the very end of the battle. Khan fell there. These despoiler squads here will have to recover him and take him from the field of battle, because all I've got left is 2 despoiler squads here and 2 sabers and a Spartan. And it turns out the Imperial Fists have swept the field. They've taken this objective. They're holding on to their home 2 objectives. They've got Slay the Warlord. And they get an extra 2 points for last man standing, which means the final score at the end of this Crucible of War is 33 points to the Loyalists and 30 points to the traitors. So a victory this day for the Imperial Fist. That was close until it wasn't. Anyway, how do you think about them apples, Rick?
I think my advanced reaction won me the game.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think blowing up the dreadnoughts, which then, did that bugger up your... Oh no, it was the other dreadnought that buggered up that one.
Well, one buggered up the thing, but it also stopped the chart.
Yeah.
The advanced reaction from a tank to shoot the dreadnought on the... Yeah. I think that potentially won you the game. Also being able to crack open a Spartan in close combat with Power Fists, with Biomancy. You called it at the start and I was like, yeah, that's not going to happen. And then you lined up a lot of tanks and that one staying still. I mean, that Magnum Melter Cannon, I've got a couple of these. It always misses. One shot hitting on a 3. However, in 12-inch range, it's an 8 damage gun. And if it stands still, its strength goes up to 10. So that's the one thing about this edition, because there's no rerolls. There's a lot of glory shots. There's a lot of 1s where 1s suck, and a lot of 6s like crit hits and things. And the dice just tell the story straight away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We were talking off camera as well, Rick. Are you undefeated at 3.0 so far? You've had a couple of draws.
I am, yeah.
You're undefeated. He reminded me off camera that he's kind of undefeated. I might have to break out a list next time. Just to... I do like this list, though. I like the ones with the Predators. I like what you did with the Librarian in it. That was good. A couple of command squads jumping forward with jump packs as well. Your list feels very 3rd edition-ish. With all the Nuncio Voxes as well. I mean, I didn't even manage to get through to the back lines here. It felt like a good 3rd edition list with the stunning and the flamers on the things. Anyway, I that was good. That was good. Yeah. Was that good? Thanks for charging into Khan as well. You know, you didn't have to, but you thought, you know.
You have to. You have to. That's the unwritten rule.
That's Horus Heresy right there. That's why we play the game. See how these guys get on. And he died to bolter fire in the end, which was a bit embarrassing. Don't tell anyone. Scrub the VOD. Scrub the VOD. Happy wargaming.